Okay, welcome to exercise 3 on page 88 of the workbook. Okay, I'm hoping that you made an attempt at this exercise before you're watching this video. Let's work through this together. Okay, so in this case they're asking us for the limit as x approaches 0 of 1 minus e to the x over 3x plus 1. So our first step should always be to ask, how is our fraction behaving as x approaches 0? In other words, what would happen if we just substituted 0 in for x in the top and the bottom? Okay, well in this case we would get 1 minus e to the 0 over 3 times 0 plus 1. Okay, if we do those calculations, 1 minus e to the 0 is 0 on the top, and on the bottom 3 times 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, and the question is, that 0 over 1 that we got, is that an indeterminate form? Okay, well, you can look back at the list of 5 indeterminate forms and notice that that's not on our list. Not indeterminate. And so it's important to realize that because it's not indeterminate, we cannot use L'Hopital's rule. The rule does not apply. Okay, well, so what do we do to calculate this limit? Well, really, all we have to do is notice that 0 over 1, that's a number that we can actually calculate. You can take 0 and divide it by 1, and if you do, you're just going to get 0, and that's the value of our limit. Okay, so a couple of things maybe to realize looking back at this example number 1. You won't always need L'Hopital's rule. Some limits you can do using just the old techniques that we talked about. And number 2, probably most importantly, it's important to check and make sure that you have an indeterminate form before you use L'Hopital's rule. You may have noticed that if you try to use L'Hopital's rule on this problem, you actually get a wrong answer, okay, illustrating that it's important to know that we're in an indeterminate form before we use